Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Production video featuring BNSF 6951, aka Cousin Vinny. Anyhow, this is going to be the second unit train that I'll be running. I said I'll be doing 3. This will be number 2, and it's going to be a tank train. Now, I run on my unit trains, or any train actually, 20 cars. Because 20 cars on my layout looks prototypical and looks right. Most of my straight tracks are between 8 and 10 feet, so anything longer than a 20 car train and a couple of engines up front just doesn't look right. So, with that being said, let's follow the tank train from Ashfork to Phoenix. Stay tuned. Alright guys, after a short break and a crew change, our train arrives from Winslow and points further east. We depart Ashfork, headed for Phoenix, Arizona. Our lead unit for this job is an SD-78, number 9370, and an ES-44AC Kilo, number 5896. Eventually I get to put some backboard up on those walls there. It's just not top priority right now. I still need to finish the scenery. You see those cardboard strips up there? I still need to finish that, and I still have a bunch more pine trees to put on here that I had run from MP to LL contest a while back. And like I said, I'm going to raise those backboards up to a full 4 feet. So when I shoot pictures, you don't see the wall. It's kind of ugly, I think. And that scene right there, like I mentioned earlier in one of my other videos, is definitely not finished. And I have a turnout right there that's got a bad connection. Every locomotive that goes over it stalls. And this area right here, I really need to get crack-a-lacking on. It's, I think, almost a year since I touched it. And my Drake cement plant, guys. Funny thing about this complex, it's going to sound funny, but in the complex grounds there is a cemetery. When Drake purchased this land, it was stipulated that cemetery stay there because I guess it was some sort of a family thing or whatever. So anyhow, in the middle of the cement plant there's a cemetery. Pretty cool. Now Drake mines its own sandstone. They would have a conveyor going down. And of course, my layout's not correct. The Hell Canyon Bridge and Drake keep in a straight line from each other because Drake sends a conveyor down to their own quarry and conveys all their stuff up to the main building. Now we are approaching Little Hell Canyon, and I mentioned that I had built boat bridges, the car bridge and the towers on the Little Hell Canyon bridge. I don't know really what to call this area. It could be Skull Valley, it could be part of Wickenburg, I'm not 100% sure. But we'll just call it the place for now. Now this is Wickenburg, and I did change things around. And I'm still going to make more changes. That steam steam locomotive was donated by Bill Vassar. It is a permanent fixture at the depot in Wickenburg. Again, guys, this is a 20-car train, but on my layout, it looks good. There's the white lamb, the only white tanker I have. That's pretty funny. Alright, now we're heading over towards Wickenburg Bridge, and the fire department you see there is actually a prototype of the place that Joe G works at. I built that to commemorate him on my layout. Trying to get different angles of my layout, guys, because I don't want you to get bored of seeing the same stuff all the time. But I am seriously running out of different types of shots. I guess I could find some more. Maybe some helicopter views. This is us going over the Wickenburg Bridge, and there's a roundabout right there that is prototypical, and Joe G says you can't tell you how many accidents he's gone to at that roundabout. A lot of people here in Arizona just don't know how to drive a roundabout. And the road that you see coming off the bottom there goes out to Las Vegas. This is the town of Morristown. And all these buildings are prototypical. There is a Burger King, there is a McDonald's, there is a Shell station. And we're going over the Hassayampa River. Now, where the Hassayampa River is and Morristown is probably about a 10-mile difference. Now, from this bridge to Castle Hot Springs, which is the next area we're going to go through, is approximately another 10 miles. So you can see how much I crammed in such a small space, even though it's N scale. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's originally designed as a point-to-point, and that's the way I run it. But I do have the option of doing a loop run. I do have 2 reversing sections on here, actually 3 reversing sections. One in this room, one in the other room. So I can run a train continuously if I wanted to. Now this is going to be Plains LPG. They're up in Waddell, Arizona. And now from Castle Hot Springs and Waddell, and this here is like so far apart. But you know, you can only do so much with the room that you have. So I did run, about 2 years ago, I did run a 40-car tank train. And when it goes around the helix, the engines were over the last car. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I try and keep it at scale speed. I don't know what he's doing right now. Excuse me. But most of this is on the outskirts of little towns it goes through. So his speed through here is probably, prototypically, probably about 25 to 30 miles an hour. I don't think more than 30 miles an hour. So a run from either where we just came from to Phoenix or opposite is about a 12-minute run, or as long as this video takes. The only time I stopped this video was to get different angles on the camera. Other than that, the train ran flawless. I know this part of the video probably bores a lot of you guys to watch the train go up or down the helix, but I just wanted to do it in real time to show you guys that, you know, with no problems, this layout runs really cool. And like I mentioned in the last video, I don't have any problems with my Helix. I did do a video called There's a Rumor Going Around, and that's the start of my Helix build. And also another video to watch if you're interested in building a Helix is to watch Flex Track on Curves. And if you do those two things, you'll wind up with a good running Helix. Some of the tanker cars in there are pretty old. They're model die casting or roundhouse, and I haven't seen any tankers from them in quite a while. So when I was first getting into N scale, I started buying up a bunch of those tank cars, and that's why you see a lot of Burlington Northern and a lot of Santa Fe tankers. Show you how old they are. And one more loop and we'll be out. Now the track you see in front of the Helix right there, that's the other reverse loop that I have. So if I wanted to run a train continuous, it would go around the Helix and come back out. And come back into this room, go around the back side, and go back out to this room. And it'll be going different directions every time because of the reverse loops. I mean the locomotive, yeah. The train will be going in different directions. Right. Alright, so we finally made it down to the bottom of the Helix, and we'll be coming into North Phoenix, Glendale area, where there are 5 industries, and you can see a couple of them right there. One is LexJet, and the other is Sun Electronics. This is a very, very fun area to switch, guys. It's got five industries here. Now the only thing that's not really prototypical on my layout is the Sierra Adobe ethanol plant. That space right there, originally when I first built this layout, was an intermodal yard. And I was having problems with the cars running and this and that and other thing, so I decided, you know what, I just can't be bothered with all of this, so I just sold everything. And I decided to put an ethanol plant because I got lots of tankers and I got lots of hoppers. Whereas I only had one intermodal train. And then I was using the Digicom paper containers, which is pretty nice actually. I was pretty impressed with them. They filled up most of the area where you see the blue buildings right there on the side. That was the parking area for all the containers. But I decided to change that up and put the ethanol plant. Now that white building there is going to be shared with Joe G and Sparky. Yeah, that's going to be their headquarters. I had a decal, I just need to put them on there. Anyhow, there's Builders Express, another one, Columbia, which is prototypical. And right across the street from them is the Hootage Building Supplies that we've seen in the last video. Most of the backdrop buildings are scratch built by me. In fact, 95% of the buildings on this layout are scratch built by me. And now we enter training room, and we are on yard lead for main line number 1. And we will be going into tanker arrival track number 1. Those speaker turnouts will be getting replaced here shortly. I do have old turnouts that need to replace them, so little 050 action right there. Get a little kick in the butt. Alright guys, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. Cousin Vinny out.